Hello everyone, this is the last lecture that I will be giving you. We will talk about neuronal communication. In this session, we will understand the two types of synapses, chemical and electrical synapses, and we will talk about the reflex arc. We already talked about it in the first session, but today we will talk more in details. So first, what are synapses? Synapses are the junctions where neurons transmit signals. So the neurons communicate with each other via chemical synapses or electrical synapses. First, we have the chemical synapses. How does a chemical synapse occur? First, we have an action potential that will travel through the axon and it will reach finally the axon terminal. This is the axon terminal of a neuron. This action potential will trigger the release of a neurotransmitter. The neurotransmitter will be released into the synaptic cleft. Here it is the synaptic cleft, and then it will attach to receptors that are present on the dendrites of the other neuron. So this is the dendrites of another neuron, and those are postsynaptic receptors that are present on the dendrite. The neurotransmitters will attach to those receptors, and then the neurotransmitter will produce its effect on this neuron, whether it is excitatory or inhibitory. And then this neurotransmitter that is released should now be removed. So it is either removed by diffusion. The diffusion that is the neurotransmitter will move from a place of a high concentration to a place of a low concentration, which is here, or it will be removed by reuptake, or it will be removed by enzymatic breakdown. Now we have the second type, which is the electrical synapse. The electrical synapse occurs via direct connections between the two neurons. We have something that is called gap junctions that connects the two neurons, and direct ion flow will flow through this gap junction. And those electrical synapses are faster and bidirectional, and they are important for synchronizing neuronal activity. Now we will talk about the reflex arc. The reflex arc is a rapid involuntary neural pathway from a stimulus to an immediate response bypassing the brain for speed and protection. So this is the reflex arc, as we talked about in the first lecture that I gave you. The person here burned his finger, so he had a stimulus which was heat. So pain receptors detected this heat, and it traveled through the sensory neuron all the way through the spinal cord, and then the sensory neuron connected with the motor neuron via the interneuron. So the interneuron connected the sensory neuron and sent a signal to the motor neuron, and then the motor neuron traveled to the effector organ, which is the muscle, to move the hand away from the hot stove. And this is a protective response. It bypassed the brain, so it only sent the pain sensation to the brain, but the hand didn't wait a command from the brain to move the hand. It moved the hand directly from a command that came from the spinal cord. So this is the reflex arc. It is protective, so it is a fast way to protect ourselves. It does not wait for a command from the brain. It bypasses the commands of the brain. So this is the summary: reflex arc, stimulus detection, sensory transmission, integration inside the spinal cord, and then motor transmission, and then effector response. Thank you.